Hi, artists. So welcome. Today we are going to learn how to use our Chromebook as a camera to take photographs. If you have your browser open like I do, go ahead and minimize it. Don't exit out, but go ahead and minimize it. And then you'll see on your Chromebook screen a circle in the lower left-hand corner. When you hover over the circle, it'll say Launcher. Go ahead and click on that launcher, and you'll see a box where you can type in different apps and search your Chromebook. So I'm going to type in the word camera, and if you spell it right, you should see an icon of a camera app appear. Click on the camera app, and it will hopefully open up the camera on your Chromebook. Hey, it worked. There I am. You might have to allow different permissions, but hopefully it should open up the camera app. There's a few things you could do in the camera app. There's a video if you want to take videos. You can take photographs, which is what we'll be doing this week. You can also take square photographs. On the lower left-hand corner, there's a timer. I do enable my timer so I can get out of the way during my photographs. I've enabled it for 3 seconds. There's also a grid, so you can tell if things are centered, if you want them off-centered. It just kind of helps you a little bit, but your grid won't show up in the final photographs. I do like to use a grid. So once you have your app and you've played around with the timer, hopefully you have your toys set up, you have your lighting set up, you're thinking about perspective. And once that's all ready, you can move your Chromebook to where you'd like to take your photographs. Set up your lighting. It'll take you a little while to get used to photographing with the Chromebook. But once you have everything set up, you can take photographs with the Chromebook. I do take one photograph at a time. And to do that, you just click the round circle on the right-hand side. And I like the timer because it allows me to get out of the way. So I can look, I can peek, sometimes you see me, and then I can get out of the way. There we go. And then you'll hear a noise that sounds like a photo's been taken, which it has. But you might not know where the photograph is. So the next step is to edit your photographs one at a time. So in the lower right-hand corner, there's a box. Actually, it's a circle that says Go to Gallery. Double click on that, and you'll go to your gallery where your pictures are. I'm going to work on the picture of my bear. I do want you to edit every photograph that you take, and editing also allows us to save them. So play around with the edit functions up top. It's fun to just see what happens when you make the exposure really extreme, a lot less. So play around with different things. I think the lighting is really extreme in this particular photo, so maybe the next photograph I take, it'll be a little less extreme. I do like to crop my photographs, so there's the crop. I will often drag the corners. Maybe you want to center something, maybe you want it off-centered, but play around with the crop features in your artwork. There we go. And the most important thing is to save it when you're done. Please don't simply hit save. Next to the save button, there's a drop down that says more save options. It's that upside down triangle. Please click that and click save as. And the reason we're doing that is because we do not want to save to the downloads, which is the default place your photos will save. We don't want to do that on a school-issued computer because the downloads folder is cleared out and emptied every time you shut down your Chromebook, which might be when it loses a charge unexpectedly. So instead, I'm going to click where it says Google Drive, and I'm actually going to save it into my Google Drive. You can even add a new folder. If you want to do a new folder, you can. I often do that. So if you want to create a folder, you make a new folder. I'll call it photos. And that way you can find them easier in your Google Drive. Once you've done that, I'm going to open up this new folder. I had a very hard time because I couldn't figure out how to save it. The save button is not blue yet. You have to name it. even if you named your photograph earlier, you still have to name it for the save button to appear. So I'll say that again. Down in the lower left-hand corner of the dialog box that appeared, you have to name it. Even if you've named it previously, you have to name it for the blue save button to appear. Once you have the blue save button, hopefully it saves. I will tell you that last time I tried to do this, it was not working correctly. So I did the old expert tech trick. I shut down my Chromebook, counted to 10, I restarted it, and it seems to be working just fine. So if it says you don't have enough space or it can't save, just shut down your Chromebook, try again. And interestingly enough, it did save that original version. Then you can go back to your Google Drive and hopefully you will be able to locate the photographs. They might not show up in exactly the way you want them to show up, but hopefully they're in there somewhere. Oh, hey, there's my bear. And we will be able to access them later. I do want you to take many photographs, take at least 10 different photographs, changing lighting, maybe you're changing the setting, costumes, but please take at least 10 different photographs. And now you know that you can take your photographs using your Chromebook and save them to a folder in Drive so you have them. Good luck, photographers. Have fun.